Hey everybody, this is DIY Coach Al over here at Lawn Care and Home Repair. Y'all know when I do things over here, I like to do it right. Well, I'm not going to do it at all. You guys, I have a treat for you. We are going to be launching on my channel, the membership channel, and you guys are not only going to get tips about good grass, you guys are going to get some tips about good gardening. Hey, you guys know her as the one who every so often shows up in the video, but today I want to introduce you all to the Prissy Gardner, aka Breena.
Oh my God.
Hey Bree, say hi to everybody.
Hello, everybody.
You guys hang in there. She's got something for you. Babe, I usually say cue the music. Anything you want to say?
Cue the music.
Like hubby, like wife. Be right back. Hey everybody, you guys know who this is. This is DIY Coach Al over here at Lawn Care and Home Repair. And you all have seen her in some of my videos. You've seen her talk about how she wants to see me get that lawn popping and cue that music.
Cue the music.
Hey guys, this is my wife, my best friend of 12 years last month, Breena. Breena is the gardener. I showed you guys some of her stuff a little while ago, well, in some videos before. And she's working on some stuff now. And I said, babe, let's get this on camera because when I launch this membership, this is what you guys are going to get. Breena has been doing a fantastic job over here. So I want her to let you know what's going on. But Bree, let me ask you, first of all, you were over here with this right here and you said play taps music. So what's going on with this thing right here?
So I am officially putting my cucumber plant to
put it to rest? You going to put some dirt on it? Put some dirt on it, put it 6 feet under?
So this is or was Kukey. And this was the
Lord.
first, Kukey. Kukey's the name.
That's such a girly thing. Did you really name that?
Yeah, Kukey the cucumber.
Oh, Jesus.
And
Okay.
Kukey was so good to me. I planted Kukey from seed, and he grew.
Oh, it's a he. I thought Kiki was a she.
No, Kukey. Kukey is a he. He was good. He yielded maybe 15 cucumbers.
Oh, this is cucumber.
Cucumbers.
So what's the name of those little cucumbers? I couldn't remember the name. What's the name of it?
Cucumbers.
No, it's like a mini cucumber. It's not a.
Well, it's a pickling cucumber.
Pickling. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So the pickling cucumbers are the shorter cucumbers that you see in pickle jars.
So, and what did you? I saw you put some in a jar with some stuff. Not brine. What do you call that thing you're doing?
Brine.
Oh, it is brine. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. so you're brining them to do what with it?
To turn them into pickles. So they're cute. You know, pickles are cucumbers.
Yeah, but I didn't know it was called a brining process.
Yeah. So the brining process turns the cucumber into a pickle. So I'm making my own pickles. So I went on Google and found a couple brining recipes, and I just tried a few until I found one I liked, and then I tweaked it a little bit.
Okay.
So I brined squash. So this is my squash plant here.
I showed them one of those squashes down there earlier. I noticed a few of them in the house. So this right here is the squash plant.
Right.
So do the squash grow? How do the squash grow? Do they grow under the dirt? Because this is called a raised garden, right?
Right.
So do the squash grow underneath and then shoot up through the dirt, or do they grow in the leaves?
The squash grows above. It grows on the stem of the plant. See the squash here?
So it's still connected to the stem.
It's still connected to the stem.
Okay.
See?
So how big are those squash going to get?
They can get 7 to 14 inches. So it depends, how big I want it to get before I harvest. Harvesting is basically just taking the fruit off of the plant or the vine or whatever it is you're growing.
Okay. So now, are these over here? These are just flowers for decoration?
Yes, actually, these are flowers for decoration and a dual purpose. It attracts pollinators. So your
Oh, that's right.
bumblebees and
We
your
had what's that thing called? We had that bird, the hummingbird. Remember I was showing you the hummingbird? Oh my God, they fly so fast.
yeah, so the plants, the marigold, this is a marigold, and it attracts pollinators. So the pollinators come to the marigolds and then they pollinate the flowers on the plant, which causes the plants to produce a harvest.
Oh, okay.
So I sound like I know what I'm talking about, but this is the first year that I'm growing vegetables. I've grown flowers like hydrangeas and marigolds and zinnias and impatiens and petunias and pansies. I love blooming flowers, but I decided to try vegetables this year. And this is my first stab at it. And it's going really well. I am very, very happy.
First stab at the vegetables?
First stab at growing vegetables, yes.
So all these vegetables, we're seeing the cucumbers and the squash and those pollinators. And what's this thing right here?
This is a citronella. I did not grow this. I bought this at Lowe's, actually, and it's not doing well. I'm not crazy about this citronella. It smells fantastic. It's supposed to keep mosquitoes away or kind of keep them at bay. It smelled like a citronella candle. You know, we use those out on the deck when we're sitting out here. So I said, well, let's try a plant. But no matter what I do to this plant, I just can't keep the leaves from drying out.
Okay. So we got the squash over here and we got the cucumbers. So I saw two of those. What is this thing called? Is that bamboo that you have in there? What is this thing called that bamboo is in?
A cage. This is a tomato cage.
A tomato cage.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
So now I also saw when the cucumbers were growing on the, I saw something spreading its vine around them. What's the purpose of the bamboo on it? Like, how does it help in growing?
It gives it support.
Okay.
You can let your cucumber vines, because it's a vining plant, so it's going to stretch out. So if you support it, it will grow up the support that you give it, or you can let it sprawl out on the ground if you'd like.
Now, is that something, like if you were to keep this, I imagine this is weather specific. So if you were to keep this, it's just going to die off. You have to replant this every year?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So when you do a garden, you can't, you have to constantly replant because it's not it's a perennial where it comes back every year. You have to keep planting it.
Know some stuff. Get it. Some things are annuals. Some plants are annuals and some plants are perennials. So it just depends what it is. And I'm still learning myself. This is basil down here. The basil has been fantastic. I love growing basil.
Okay.
But a basil is an annual. So eventually this will stop growing and I will have to start all over. Now,
okay.
I grew these basils from seeds. And I've been, every time it grows and gets bigger, I'll replant into a new pot. And then I give them away. Because I know people, like my sister loves basil. So I gave her a basil plant. She has one at home.
Well, I tell you what, it's something else going on out here. I'm going to pause this. We're going to come back because I want you to explain these little black things down here. I just saw you put out, and you got some photo lights and some stuff, and I saw some tomatoes over here. So we're going to come right back, and you can tell us about that tomato.
Cool.
Oh, Lord, guys, we are back with the Prissy Gardner. Oh, my gosh, she really is Prissy, okay? We're back with the Prissy Gardner and DIY Lawn Coach Al. Okay, we can make that work. All right. So the Prissy Gardner has one of the squashes that she did you just pick that one recently?
I did last week.
Okay, so that's
Last
about
Friday.
how big it's supposed to be. Like, is there a time when you know it's time for them to be pulled? Like, does it start off yellow and then start turning a different color and you know it's time to pull them?
The squash, again, this is the first time I'm growing squash, but the squash, this particular squash is yellow. They're all yellow, but you really want to look for the size. Again, 7 to 14 inches. is about what you're looking for with your squash. And then you'll get an idea of how big you want it to get or how small you want it to be.
Okay, and I saw there was one of the cucumbers that came off there. That's about how big this cucumber is supposed to get?
No, I accidentally pulled this cucumber off by accident.
Okay.
So it should be maybe 2 inches longer and a little bit wider, but I accidentally pulled it off as I was putting Kiki to rest.
Is it edible?
It is. It's probably not very good though because it's underdeveloped.
Oh, okay.
So it probably doesn't taste very good. I thought Kiki was completely done producing fruit, so I didn't realize this cucumber was still on him. Okay.
So now you have, let's go over to the tomato plant that you have over there. So what is it? What's supposed to be happening over here? Because I see like the orange tomato over there. You can walk over there and point. Yeah, I see some orange tomatoes over there. Are those the ones like I see in Giant and Safeway, the grocery store, those different color tomatoes? Is that what this is?
This is not the different color tomatoes, but this is the small cherry tomatoes that you tend to put on your salads.
Oh, okay.
You know, and in pasta salads and green salads.
So are these tomatoes, they're green and I see yellow and orange. Are these tomatoes actually ready to eat now?
No, these tomatoes are ripening on the vine. So, you know, they start out green like you see here, and then the longer they ripen, they begin to turn kind of orangey, and then they turn red.
Oh,
and then you can pull them off the vine. You can take them off a little sooner and let them kind of ripen on your countertop if you'd like, but I haven't done that.
Okay.
I have been having a very hard time growing tomatoes. This is, again, my first time, and tomatoes are very finicky. I'm not sure I want to do it again.
Wow, you say finicky. What do you mean?
They get a lot of disease. At least these particular types of tomatoes have had a lot of disease. It got early blight, late blight. A chipmunk came and ate all the leaves and the stems off.
That's right. That's right.
And then in blossom root. I had blossom in root on the tomatoes.
Yeah, we had Alvin, the chipmunk, over here. He just sits up on the porch and eats like he doesn't have a care in the world.
I'm going to fight Alvin the next time I see him. I don't appreciate him eating all the stems and leaves. But,
oh, man.
He was nourished and left the tomato plants looking really crazy.
Guys, I'm telling you, the Prissy Gardner went back and looked at the security footage to see if she can find out exactly what time he showed up. She has something for his asset, okay?
But then I felt bad and guilty, like they're so cute. So then I couldn't. I left Alvin alone. He has every right to be here too. So
okay, so over here I saw these black bags over here. Are you growing something else right there, or what's that for?
I am going to begin to put lettuce out. So I'm growing lettuce in the house and acorn squash in the house. So I'm going to begin to start transitioning those greens outside.
Oh, okay. So
as they get larger, you know, and they grow inside the house.
Okay, so we got the squash over here, we got the cucumbers, we got the tomatoes, now we have the lettuce. Since you've been growing them and you say that the tomatoes can be fussy, I see you all here at 7 or 8 o'clock in the morning doing things. Does it require, like this is successful to do this, and we've had neighbors come over and talk about how good it looks. Is there something extra that you think you've been doing to really get that popping like that? Like, what are you doing? Is there a secret?
I don't know so much as if there's a secret, but it's just arming yourself with as much information as you can about what you're growing, and then putting the effort and the time and energy into taking care of it and making sure that it has what it needs. You know, like your tomato plants, I didn't know that they would get blossom in root because it was a calcium deficiency. So the tomatoes need more calcium than, say, the zucchini plant. I didn't have an issue with calcium deficiency with the zucchini squash because that's just not an issue for them. So it's really learning about the attributes and characteristics of each of the different plants that you're growing.
Okay, so I've seen over here in your box, I've seen iron. I use some of these things for the lawn and garden, but you've been buying things. I've seen iron and some other stuff that you've been putting in. Like, what are some of the things, if you can say, that you've used to help get this to look like that?
Garden Tone is a good fertilizer. Garden Tone. I've used bone meal, blood meal, fish fertilizer, and I did buy something called Farmer Secret, which is really good. It's concentrated, and it's really good for the blossoming and the fruiting of your harvest.
Oh, okay.
So I've just been kind of going on Amazon and different websites, reading reviews and seeing what works for other people.
Okay. All right, so you guys hear it straight from the Prissy Gardner. We're going to take a little break, and we're going to come back, and Bree's going to let you know what she has coming up. Is she going to do anything else other than the lettuce? And maybe you can let us know, or let everybody know, what would be a good vegetable or something to plant going into the fall. Yeah. Hey, you guys hang in there, the Prissy Gardner, and she is so fine. The Prissy Gardner, be right back. Hold on, guys.
You were done.
Hey, guys, we are back with the Prissy Gardner, aka my wife, best friend, and fine thing at that, fellas. She mine. Okay. So we were just talking about the ones that you already planted. You said you're going to be planting some lettuce. What else are you planting for this fall? Like, are there some that's better to be planted in the fall?
Yes. So we're in August now, and it's the time to kind of transition your crops into kind of the fall winter crops. And what works good in this area, we're in 7B in Maryland, and it's called Zone 7B. What works good is the winter squash. So this is a summer squash. This is called a straight neck squash. This is a summer squash. So I will be transitioning to winter squash. I think I'm doing acorn squash for the winter.
Is it the same color, the winter squash?
No, the acorn squash is almost kind of like a pumpkin. It grows small, and it's kind of dark, like almost black, and it grows round like a pumpkin.
About this, is it the same size?
No, not as big as a pumpkin, like a small pumpkin.
Okay, okay. So you know what I want? You guys, Bree is also a life coach, and she sits in with my therapy sessions, and I'm doing couples counseling and things like that. And I recommend my patients do things that are therapeutic, like rage rooms. I just had somebody today go to a rage room, and Breena has done the rage room.
Yeah.
But guys, I promise you, when I'm out here and you all see me doing my lawn stuff, it is so therapeutic. I get my earbuds in, I get my gospel music going and my R&B going. I notice that Bree is out here every day. And ever since, I just told her maybe a week ago, I was so proud of what she's doing. She just seems a lot more relaxed. Is there something that you think is therapeutic about doing this? And if so, what is it?
Absolutely. Absolutely. For me, it's something that's just very peaceful about it. I don't know how to explain it to you, but it's almost like it's spiritual, actually, for me. So I'll come out in the morning and I will look at the sky, look at the atmosphere, and just start talking to God and talking to my plants. It makes me feel kind of connected to my environment, if that makes sense.
Okay.
Connected to God spiritually. It just makes me feel very relaxed and whole, and it helps me focus too. Because in the morning, I'll come out like I know exactly what I need to do. So I'm focused on my goal in my garden. And then I get to see these plants just grow. And it makes me think about, in scripture where God talks a lot about things growing and producing a fruit. And it just makes everything feel real.
Okay,
and
so
connected
I got
for
a
me.
real heavy question for you.
Uh-oh.
Real heavy question.
What?
So you said you have fussy plants and you may have somewhat of a fussy husband. When your fussy plants are getting on your nerve and your fussy husband, which one is easy to talk to in the morning? Is it your fussy plants?
Hello, squash. Hello, squash. Hello. Hello, straight neck squash. How are you?
You mean that squash don't give you no attitude like a fussy husband?
Never. Never. He never says, you snored last night.
Hey guys,
Oh
this has been wonderful. I really wanted you all to really hear from Bree. You see her in the videos every now and then. She's a wonderful mom, wonderful wife, wonderful person, one of the beautiful people in life. And yeah, you guys, we're going to be launching this channel, and we are going to be encouraging Bree to just get on here and show people how to do this. God has already made her a success, and we believe over here paying it forward. You guys hear me say do something on purpose to help make somebody else's life better. You guys don't know, when my mom died, she didn't have a grave. Breena had already purchased her grave, and the first thing Breena said is, Alfonso, your mom can have my grave. Don't have a lot of people who show up that way. And if you think she's helpful in that regard, you guys tune in, because there's some great things coming from her. Fussy Gardner, is there anything else you want to say? Oh, the
you
last
said
thing
Fussy Gardner.
Oh, because I'm looking at that. Prissy Gardner. Well, you can fuss too. Look, welcome to our world, guys. The fussy Prissy Gardner. How about that?
Oh my God.
All righty, so
Freudian slip.
Prissy Gardner. Hey, you know what? Speaking of that, if you guys see a chipmunk show up at the ER and is having some issues,
It wasn't me.
you have anything else you want to say,
me.
Prissy Gardner, to close out with?
No, it just thanks for tuning in. Thank you so much for supporting my husband's channel. I remember when he started, and to just see how it's grown and how you all, the community, has come out and just, commented and followed his journey and encouraged him. I really appreciate it. Mwah. Thank you so much. And I look forward to getting to know all of you.
All righty. Prissy, maybe a little fussy, but Prissy Gardner. Bye, y'all.
Deuces.